Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the...
There he goes! That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Wants to throw, it's Fowler. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to...
It's a running room. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slithers into space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all
turning it on. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun to give, looking for room. Jukes his way for more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Reads it, fires complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And he's going to bring it out. Boom. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and it was an easy call for the referees.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Kennesaw State right back to work.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Play action. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Okay, what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. You can tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
At the 20, he's got space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to the right side. Got room to work. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Set sail out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They want to get this defense on its heels. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the returner is stopped. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold his breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he's going to bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing.
And he's still running after the move. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
It's complete to the left, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes a man miss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Play action on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the lone back. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Give to the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Give to the fullback. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.